Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Kathy. It is February 2nd, and there seems to be all kinds of things that are important about February 2nd. The people here live, different members of their families and loved ones were coming to visit with them and let them know they were loved. One person was asking for prayers for her granddaughter who was ill. That somebody came in and let me know that the granddaughter is surrounded with wonderful beings of love from her family. Those of you who are listening to this, just notice from your heart source. We'll go through the heart source fairly quickly. So, for those unfamiliar with the heart source, bring your attention to the front of your heart chakra. Imagine going deep within that wonderful vortex of energy. And now go into the back of your heart chakra. Go deep within the back of the heart chakra, and it's like you're going through an alleyway or a tunnel or a hallway, and you go further and further, and you will enter your sacred space, a huge, wonderful place of love. Now come around to the front, go into the front of your third eye. Good. And now go into the back of your third eye. Now imagine a beam of energy from your heart chakra to your third eye. Feel that connection. When you do, it activates all the chakras, including the minor chakras in the joints, your eyes, your mouth. Allow that to happen. And now declare, I am the sword. And this is the sword of Archangel Michael. Those of you listening who have not received the sword yet, please ask Archangel Michael to be with you. He is right there. And ask if you may have his sword, whether you hear him or not. The answer is yes. Extend your dominant hand and ask him to place the sword in your hand. I always feel it in there. Those of you who can see with video, bring it to your heart. Put the hilt right next to your heart. And now with your intention, just place the sword into the heart chakra, and it will go throughout your body or your bodies, all your energy bodies and physical body. Just feel that energy or know that energy is spreading throughout you. And now the third form of protection that we use is the violet flame, which, by the way, is resting at the back of the third eye of the brow chakra. Violet flame activate along every layer of the 7 layers of my aura. There you go. Now, just declare heart source. Please expand to the furthest reaches of my arm. I'm holding my arm straight out. The minimum spot is the tips of your fingertips, but most of you, your aura is even into the other room. So we're letting the heart source expand. That means that energy, that Merkaba, that transmutational form structure that we have, and all of you, everything we just did is a transmutational structure. Now, there is a guide appearing with each of you. It is a member of the Spiritual Lovefare team. For those of you not familiar with Spiritual Lovefare, you've probably heard of spiritual warfare. Many have been teaching, and Amma's been talking about it a lot lately. Spiritual warfare, the terms of it in English come from the Germanic word war, and it means conflict. Fair is the archaic English word meaning journey. And so spiritual warfare is a spiritual journey of conflict. Amma prefers spiritual lovefare, a spiritual journey of love. Many of you may have read Einstein's quote, and I'm going to paraphrase it because I can't get it directly in my mind. But basically, Einstein says you cannot repair something with the same energy with which it was created. Think of what's going on in our world right now. We can't repair the conflict of war with more war. It needs to be with love. And that's going to be a hard thing for us to switch to. And that's what we are being called to do during this time of moving towards ascension, raising our vibration and the planet's vibration. We are going to replace the low vibration energies with the high vibration love. And that's what she's been teaching us to do. So those of you who are watching one of these videos for the first time, start watching parts of the videos or the whole thing of the other Sunday ceremonies. There's so much there. Okay. Healing lecture room. There's a floor of light below us, a canopy of light above us. All of us that are watching this, no matter when in time or where in place that you're doing it, they're pillars of light in the four corners. And I have asked the angels that are needed the most to please come and surround our healing lecture room from pillar to pillar to pillar and back to the first pillar that I started with. This is an adaptation of the temple and the Melchizedek method, which I have used for years. Feel the energy. And now there is a central pillar. And now you are all in the room. I'm going to have y'all send a beam of energy from your heart to the central pillar and feel all of the beings come into the central pillar that are here to assist you. Okay, good. Just notice who's coming in. And anybody whose name pops into your head, these are all masters. Yeshua, which is the Aramaic name for Jesus, and Buddha are coming in. And there are numbers of other people whom I do not know and do not know their names. They wanted to work with people and teach them who it is they truly are without the intention of starting a religion, just to spread the word. And they are now what some call founders of religions. It's always interesting to tell people when they talk about you have to be Christian and do this and that and the other. And I just remind them that Jesus wasn't a Christian. He was a Jewish guy. And you see all of those different wonderful feast days and celebrations from the Jewish tradition in what's called the Christian scripture, the New Testament. Okay. And now coming towards us is Hilarion, who is the Chohan of the fifth ray of healing, the green ray. If you're like me, you might be feeling something as your healing team's already starting to get you ready. And I'm getting very clearly, we're going to be doing Spiritual Lovefare today. So you're going to learn how to use the highest vibration of love that you are capable of using at this time. Okay, so Hilarion is telling me that what we're going to do today, it's going to be more in like the whole idea of healing yourself before you, and then doing healing work, but want to heal yourself of the things within you that get surfaced. So we are bringing up what's happening in the United States. I attend by Zoom an ascension meditation group on Friday nights Friday is when the ray of ascension is the most active. One of the women, some of you know of her, you have her book, Amaryslis Kumara. In Australia, they are very nervous about what is happening with our current president in relationship to China because it affects them greatly. I've heard of other people from other countries that are very nervous about what's happening. We are going to work with trying to bring peace to many different places at one time, and we're each going to have a way to do it. The first thing you're going to do is connect with your healing team. What I want you to do, whoever you are and wherever you are, is what feelings of fear, anxiety, celebration, it doesn't matter, that you are having about the US president has been doing in regards to tariffs, immigration, wanting to get rid of people who had anything to do with bringing him to trial. If you're excited about what he's doing, get in touch with the feelings that may occur of you not liking how people don't seem to like him. Get in touch with those feelings within yourself. Now, just to emphasize heart source, just say heart source again. Now say activate transmutational funnel within me. There is something on it, I think, in October of last year. So you can check that out and listen. I am asking everybody's healing team to please increase the strength of the transmutational funnel. I felt it almost immediately. Just know that it's there. You are going to call to yourself. I'm going to do it for myself so you'll know what to do. I call forth now all energy within me, which has any fear or anxiety or low vibration energy, which has been surfacing due to the political situation in the United States and how that is going to affect the world, or the United States of America and the North American continent and the South American and other places we don't know, like my friend who is in Australia is real concerned. I call forth all that energy to come out of me. I have a lot of it, by the way. It's making it a little difficult for me to breathe easily. I move you now into the transmutational funnel. The transmutational funnel is in such a way that you can bring these low vibrations energies within you, and the funnel protects you. Once you feel that in there, my healing team always plays with me as I'm doing things, sometimes shooing everything in there and saying, okay, it's all coming in. If you like to do it more seriously, ask your healing team to do it more seriously. Now, I'm hoping you're able to feel the difference. Just notice, do you feel the difference from when the energy was from outside of you and now it is within you? Now just say transmutational funnel, activate. And it's activating. I feel something happening all the way, especially all the way up my torso, but also going up, all where the chakras are. Now, when the energy activates within you, it moves to the highest level possible within you as you are now. Ask for your healing team and one of your primary guides. Please fill all the emptiness where that low vibration energy was within me. Please fill it with the highest vibration possible that I can handle. So I'm asking for at least a 25% increase in my vibrational level. And they will do what is safe for you. You could even say, I ask for an increase in the vibration within my body of the highest level that I can handle that is safe for me. Okay. And just breathe easily. Notice the difference in your body if you experience that. Know that there has been a change in your vibration. Every time you do healing similar to this, where it raises your vibration, that means that you can be of service to people who are deeper into darkness. And so let's say your vibrational level with your energy is a positive 10. You can work with people from a negative 10, even maybe a negative 11 on down. If your vibration level is a positive 3, you can work with people in darkness of the level of a negative 3. I hope that helps. If you don't understand that, please just email me. Now call in, all of you doing healing work, and you have healing guides who will guide you. We're going to do Spiritual Lovefare and ask for the transmutation of the energy of fear, anxiety, frustration, anywhere upon this planet, wherever it needs to be. Each one of us can be called to a different place. From your heart source, ask for your healing guides in Spiritual Lovefare. They'll come. Now ask, where is my energy best aligned to work with the transmutational funnel for people who are filled with pain, anxiety, fear? You may notice that you don't necessarily get taken to something political. You could be taken to some place where a soul needs to be tapped on the shoulder and said, hey, this way. I'm just going to tell you where I was taken. I live in Arizona. I'm a Texan. Been in Arizona for 10 years now. I was in Houston for 35 years. And I was taken to the state capital of Texas. Could be anywhere in the world. It could be some corporation. It could be a political something. Somebody listening to this has an affinity for working with healing for the media, in the media. And the word I'm getting is pseudo news agencies. Amma said, they all are almost all pseudo news agencies, telling you how to think rather than just giving you the information and discovering what you need. Okay, I get that we're ready now. Call upon spiritual beings, those that are still alive right now and in the body, but call upon the spiritual beings I might call in Texas, Austin, Texas, the guardians of the state of Texas that work with the state of Texas. They're guardians for every country, state, province, county, city, neighborhood. Gather all those beings around you. Thank them for coming. Now, you're the only one that needs the transmutational funnel. Anybody in the third dimension needs that. Activate for the purpose of transmuting energy from other places other than myself. Now, know that if you have any of that same energy in you, it is going to come in when you call it. Now, just ask for the energy, the low vibration energy of that place. And you might even get a word of what it was I got for in Texas was control. For some of you, it's going to be fear. I'm calling for the energy of control and other low vibration energy within the capital of Texas. I ask for all of those spiritual beings assisting me to transmute that energy, and I ask for that energy to come into me. Feel it coming in. If you feel that your transmutational funnel is full, just automatically say, transmute to the highest vibration possible. Valerian's telling me you can do this with your breath. So now that it's transmuted, I now direct this high vibration energy back to where it came from so that it's clear. You can just exhale it out. Know that everybody's there to guide it. They all know how to do this. We're the ones that have to learn how. And now bring in more. You can do this as often as you want. You can inhale, say, I bring in more of that low vibration energy. I am precious Amma. I am here at your service. I bring that other low vibration energy into my transmutational funnel. And just open yourself to receiving it. Know you are fully protected. And then when it feels like it's really full, like mine feels that way, transmutation funnel activate to the highest vibration possible. Now, I can only tell you from a kinesthetic level that I'm experiencing as I feel it like letting loose. And those of you that are clairvoyant, you may see different colors, or clairaudient, you may hear different sounds. This is where your healing guides also help you, is all of those that have come to you. I now send this energy out to where it came from. So that area, let's say the legislative branch, is filled with high vibration love. One other thing that you can do is some of us are at a vibration that we can deal with, work with in healing one person, two people. Some can do 10. It doesn't matter. But ask to be taken to the individual within this group, or the individuals that you can work with. You can't force anything upon them, but you can use Archangel Michael's sword to cleanse the energy around them from up to 3 feet away from their body. You can actually breathe in through the transmutational funnel any dark energy around them. Man, I said that and I just saw what some people would call demonic energies. There we go. Transmutational funnel activate to the highest vibration possible. One of the things I do is work with darkness and returning it to the light. That was two beings that came in this level. And I'm doing my usual work, asking them if they would like to return to the light and not ever be punished again. There it goes. Notice what is happening with you. And now, healing team. We're clearing ourselves. We're bringing it into this part of it. Healing team. Please send down the exact vibration of love needed for me to bring my energy field and my body into balance. And you can also ask, if it's safe for me, please increase my energy quotient by a certain period. I sometimes will say, double it, please. And sometimes they'll say, oh, not today, but how about we elevate it 33%? So sometimes it'll happen. Sometimes it's just as much as you can handle. You can have a physical reaction to that, what they call a healing crisis. They're not fun. Amma's coming in briefly to give you a message. The next one you hear from me will be Amma, the Divine Mother. Oh, precious ones. Wasn't that an experience? I'm giving you little variations each time because this is the time for you to act. This is the time for you to do this service to this planet. And yes, it is of service to me and to Abba. It is a service to all of us on this side. And it is in service to everyone who is upon this planet. This is where you are now, in a place of service. You can spend as long as you wish in doing this service work. Know that you are a transmuter of low vibration energy. Archangel Michael gave his sword to everyone who wants it. He is there with you, showing you how easy it is to transmute energy. Your entire transmutational funnel has been devised by your encodement team to protect you from energies that come in that could send your equilibrium off, and to transmute. That protection of the funnel is an extension of Archangel Michael's sword and the violet flame. Yes, you can see it as a brick chimney if you want. You can see it as an impenetrable funnel if you want, it doesn't matter, but know that you are taken care of as long as you stay within your heart source. Work with the transmutational funnel in your heart source. If you find yourself losing connection to the heart source, recalibrate yourself. Go into your heart source. Ask for the release of all energies that threw you off balance. Bring that into your transmutational, transmute it, and fill the empty spaces with love. You are so precious to us. You are necessary to this planet, to your families, whether they know it or not, to everyone around you. The more you learn this and teach others how to do it, and you can begin with simple declarations or prayers, such as healing team. Send down the exact vibration of energy needed for me to release this anxiety. Healing team. Send down the exact vibration of energy needed to dissolve this overwhelming sense of responsibility that freezes me into inaction. Notice what happens when you call that down. There are beings attacking you. It is the release of power over people that is happening in this world. Finally, what had to be done was to make it so difficult, the division so difficult, that people recognize they have to act. You connect with your guides. Know that we love you and we are there with you. You can call in an army, a battalion, legions of those to assist you in spiritual love. When you see a representation of raising a sword, know that sword that you are leading into bringing love is the sword of Archangel Michael, which does not destroy, it transmutes. And that is what you are. And this is being the power and presence of God. Remember always that spiritual love can be in what seems like minor things: a smile, a donation of time or energy or money, the time to talk to someone who is grieving, the time to laugh with children, and the time to take things with love and joy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And this is Kathy back again. We have a few minutes. If you are willing to share or have something to share about the process we just did, I would love to have people know what some people experience in doing this work. Is there anybody who's willing to share? Yes.
All right. I ended up in two places. One was Xi Jinping and his cohorts taking the higher road. I got that has a vision of China as being inferior, an inferiority complex, and calling up the ancestors and all to take the higher road and improve it. And then I got into Stephen Miller and his cohorts. And again, is inferiority complex, incredible self-hatred, but transmuting it using the balm of Kuan Yin's to accept the self-love, which is very difficult, and using Kuan Yin's mercy, compassion as a balm for that, and fighting down their actions.
Anybody else? I see some other people have unmuted. Would you like to share?
Yeah, this is Olympia, Washington. I'm in the capital of the state, and you're mentioning the capital of Texas. I've noticed that Mr. Trump is a catalyst for transforming our whole consciousness into fifth dimension, taking responsibility for ourselves. This is a tough road, but he's being exactly who he needs to be at this time. I send him gratitude for helping us transform. So that's my take on this situation.
And Alana, if you feel yourself really called to support him in regards to being a catalyst or into sending him love and things, that's wonderful. I was told very definitely by Amma is you call him, if you just use his last name, you call him Trump. You have respect. You recognize who he is. And, oh, I just heard, and remember, for those of you who feel called to really send energy to the Supreme Court of the United States. Okay. If you do have something that you'd love to share, but you don't want to share it in a public way like this, I would love to hear. I know that the more I work with the group distance healing and those that work with the Wednesday healing, things are changing within me. And I really appreciate it. So,
Kathy,
yes.
I just wanted to direct my comment to Margaret and to say that she is absolutely amazing. And we thank her.
We thank you, Margaret. You put your, and those of you who don't know about Margaret, she puts herself out there on Facebook.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, everybody.
Thank her.
Thank you, Kathy. Many blessings.
Thank you, Alma. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Margaret. Wait, before you leave, I think I have found how I am going to be able to send you a different link that will contain a transcript, an unedited transcript, but it's enough to be able to see what'll happen. I know that's one of the things we talked about last week. Cheryl, are you still on here? Cheryl ran off and left us. I'm here. Okay.
Great, because I don't know if you got my text, but I wasn't able to get into that members.
Yes, I got that. So I was trying to think, okay, get all these different technological things. And I don't need to record all of it. People might want to know. So I'm going to use something with Descript who does transcribing. And that's actually what their stuff that I do to transcribe and edit. But I'm going to try that this next time. Okay. And y'all let me know how that happens. Take care, y'all.
Thank you, Dr. Kelly.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Cleo.
Bye, Margaret.